Taiwan's Ministry of Economic Affairs have published a list of high-tech goods, exports of which are now banned to Russia and Belarus. Taipei condemns Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine and does not want its goods and technologies to be used in arms production.
The Ministry of Economic Affairs, in order to implement international cooperation and prevent the export of high-tech military goods, amended the relevant regulations, adding 45 items to the existing specifications of export control classification numbers of the Russian and Chinese lists for inclusion in export control, and expanding the scope of export control to goods destined to Russia and Belarus in accordance with the European Union, the United States, and other friendly allies of the European Union, the United States and other countries, from a statement on the website of Taiwan's Ministry of Economic Affairs.
Among the banned components is semiconductor manufacturing equipment, and Taiwan is a world leader in this industry. Experts say that this is impossible to imagine the production of modern weapons without semiconductors.
This not only limits the domestic production of modern equipment, but it most importantly limits the production of armaments. Armaments without chips, without semiconductors, are impossible today. Consequently, such a restriction will lead to the fact that production will become much more expensive or will be significantly delayed in the time and volume in which they wanted to produce.
South Korea is also strengthening export controls against Russia. Seoul has additionally added several hundred items to the sanctions list. Now, the total number of goods banned for export to the Federation is 1,159, according to the Yonhap newspaper. With references to the Ministry of Trade, Industry and Energy of South Korea, the decision will come into force in early 2024.
Under the revision to the regulations on trading strategic items, South Korea added 682 more items regarding heavy construction equipment, rechargeable batteries, aircraft components, machinery and other things to the list of items that are banned from shipping to Russia and Belarus. The move came as chances are high for those items to be used for military purposes, though they are not classified as strategic items under South Korea's export control scheme, from the publication in Yonhap. It worsens logistics and supply possibilities. Supplies become more expensive, more complicated. They are accompanied by a greater risk, because circumventing sanctions leads to secondary sanctions against those companies that violate them. Because the expansion of the number of countries that impose sanctions against Russia is definitely a very strong blow to the Russian military-industrial complex.
Moscow itself cannot produce some components and semiconductors. Experts say that the Russian Federation can turn to China for help. According to information published by Bloomberg, China and Hong Kong account for more than 80% of Russia's foreign purchases for military purposes. Reported by Anastasia Tarnavska, Nikita Skoblikov, UATV News.